Hi, everybody. We are here with the fabulous Kamakshi Hart, creator of two solo shows. Her first solo show was called Wild at Heart, which won many awards back in 2018 at the Hollywood Fringe. Her and I share a director. I was in the front row of her show. It was fantastic. She sings, she dances, she acts, she does characters. She is a rock star, and she has worked so hard to create a new show called Resilient AF, Rising to the Occasion. She opens at the Zephyr Theater in 2 days, Saturday night, 6:45, June 4th. Get your tickets, y'all. They're going like hotcakes. So I was so excited. I want to help promote her. I love her. We share a lot of the same feelings about life. And so Kamakshi, tell me about your new show. What's it about?
Well, first and foremost, it's about me.
Kamakshi.
It does center on a lot of experiences that I went through when I was younger that were traumatic. And I do want to raise awareness always about what so many people go through, especially nowadays with the pandemic. There's been more talk about the need to be trauma informed. And I find that a lot of people misunderstand that. So I really wanted to help in the best way I could to unpack what that actually means. And then also, how do we build resilience, which is something else that I've heard more and more and more during the pandemic, is that we need to become resilient, and
Right.
Communities need to become resilient.
Yep.
So there are those themes. And then I really feel this show is embracing my activism at another level. There's a scene that centers around abortion rights. And when I was writing it, I had no idea how timely this would be.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Just real quick, can you give me an idea what you mean when you say the word resilient? I just want to know what you think it means.
Absolutely. That's a great question. Thank you. For me, resilience is the ability to weather, the storms that come, the challenges, the things that come out of the blue we don't know are going to happen. All the ups and downs. I mean, literally every single day of our lives, right? We're encountering challenges. So what does help people be resilient to be able to find some way of accessing their own inner strength and also feeling connected to others in a healthy way, they find. And then there's a bunch of other things that are in the show that are just showing like, what are the things that help keep us resilient. And that can be, creative expression, that can be having interests and things that you pursue, things that you go to like yoga and meditation. But community is a really, really big one, a healthy, supportive community.
This sounds really super, like you said, timely and of course important for all of us. And who has trauma in their childhood? Everyone. Being born, it's traumatic.
Yeah.
Now, how do you take all of this stuff? I'm sorry, one of your characters is coming over me.
I saw that.
And how do you make this an entertaining, fun show? Because I want to be in the front row, and it's okay if I cry a little, but I don't want to be crying for the whole time. Like how do you transform that into like entertainment? Yeah, tell me.
Well, let me tell you.
Tell me.
So I'm an old friend of Kamakshi's, and she asked me to co-narrate the show. So I just had a little character monologue in Wild at Heart, and I told her, it's like, that was kind of like, I want some more stage time because I really liked it. So she comes, so that's my co-narrator. You'll learn more about her. And then I play a superhero. So I have a big shiny red cape. So when you go and look at my show page on the Hollywood Fringe website or on my website, kamakshiheart.com, you'll see this big red cape. And I play a superhero, and her name is Resilience. And then I have other characters that portray our common human emotions. So shame, everybody relates to shame no matter what.
Oh, our best friend, right?
Yeah, and I play a wise old oak tree. And his name's Thaddeus, and he loves to tell tree puns.
Tree puns. Oh, all right. Let's just leaf that right there. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So sounds like a good time. We just have a couple minutes left because we're going to keep this fun and zippy for y'all.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. We'll make it quick. How in the world, my darling sister, did you get the courage or the strength? I'm sure it was a process, right? You and I are in our third act. We're more fabulous. Yes, we're of a certain age, as they say. So we've had a lot of time to process all of our stuff. But or what made you decide to turn it into a show and share it with the world?
Yes. Well, it started, the seed was planted somehow, some way when I was 26 years old. I have the very journal entry I wrote. I was living in New York City. I was in New York theater. I'd seen a lot of one-person shows, and I had this call very strongly that I was supposed to tell my story. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to be doing a one-woman show. And it was kind of like, what? Well, it took 30 years.
Mhm.
And I did do a little version of it in 2004
Mhm.
when I was in graduate school for spiritual psychology, and I did it as a project. But it was meeting Jessica. Then 14 years later,
Jessica Lynn Johnson of
Jessica Lynn Johnson, our director. But it was I mean, it nagged at me those 14 years. When am I going to get back to this? I have to do this. So definitely that level of a calling. So when people say that, oh, you're so courageous, yes, it takes courage for sure. And for me, it's more like that kind of a thing that I don't know whether it's courage or not. It's just something that I have to do.
100%, exact same experience. I got breast cancer, and I thought, if I don't do this show, I'm gonna die. I had, yeah, and it took me 30 years too. I saw a show called Spirit Awakening by Akuyo and blew my mind, and I was like, I got to do that. Got to do that. So yeah, I guess we could put in a little plug for Jessica Lynn Johnson. She created a wonderful community, the Soaring Solo community, and many of us have had worked with her as our director, and she's fantastic and
Yes,
supportive and
absolutely.
brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. I am so excited for you. God bless you. I'm so proud of you. I can't believe when I saw you were doing a show, I'm like, how did she get the energy and the moxie and you know what I mean? I can barely put on pants, and here you are doing a show. So good for you. I can't wait to see it. I will put all the information. Is there anything you want to add before we sign off?
Just if you're listening to this and you're like, wow, I need something to do Saturday night, 6:45 p.m. Get your tickets in advance. They're going to start spot on time. Come on down to the Zephyr on Melrose. And then there's 2 more shows on June 12th and June 19th, both Sunday evenings.
And where do they
Susy,
park? Come early to get parking, right?
yeah, always, but it's not bad. You know, off of Melrose, there's residential street parking. So just look at the signs, but it's pretty doable in that area. And there's lots of restaurants. So
It's a cool place to hang out. I can't wait to see your show, Kamakshi.
oh, thank you.
It's going to be amazing. You're amazing. And you do sing and dance as
Yes,
well, correct?
I do that too.
Does it all, folks. There's a ventriloquist, right? No, just kidding. All right, Kamakshi, congratulations, Mazel Tov. And I'll see you June 19th. I'm going to go see your show on Father's Day.
Yay. Thank you so much, Susie.
Love you.